If you're looking for the best rolling miter saw stands, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on the features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Bosch T4B miter saw stand. This Bosch miter saw stand is fully equipped. The namesake gravity rise system makes it very easy to open your stand up to proper height with very little effort involved. At 77 pounds, it's a monster of a stand. Luckily, 8-inch wheels make it easy to roll around. Getting it in and out of the truck is still going to be fun though. With an impressive material capacity of 18 feet, the stand is leading the pack, making it possible for you to easily work with materials of any length. No matter what saw you currently have, it should fit on this stand. We also found that this stand was very stable, with no rocking or swaying in any direction. To that end, it has adjustable feet that allow you to make it completely level on any surface. Helping achieve this, a telescoping leveling leg is built in to provide stability when working on uneven surfaces. In case you're wondering, it does fit through a standard doorway. Expect to shell out a pretty penny for all these great features though. All in all, we think that this is the best miter saw stand of the year. Moving on to the next at number 2 with DEWALT DWX 726 miter saw stand. With a weight capacity of 300 pounds, this DEWALT miter saw stand is very stout. It features pneumatic-assisted raising and lowering to make it easy and quick to set up or break down. The mounting rails adjust very easily to accommodate a wide range of different size miter saws. At 67 pounds, this is a pretty heavy unit, but it's also very solid, and we didn't experience any unwanted movement while working with it. Since it is so heavy, DEWALT has built 2 wheels into this design to make it easy to roll around. While this stand does perform well in many aspects, one place where it missed the mark is with the material capacity. Providing a pretty poor 8 feet of material support, this stand won't make it easy on you if you need to cut any extra long boards. For many though, 8 feet is plenty since that's the length of a standard Toughbuilt for anyway. Overall, it's a stout and stable stand, and we think it's a close second to the Bosch, but at a more affordable price. The number 3 position is held by Bora Portamate miter saw stand. This folding miter saw stand from Bora is a no-frills added tool that performs its job admirably, but without any need for extras or conveniences. We think its combination of very low price and high strength make it the best miter saw stand for the money. This stand is not height adjustable. It sits at a comfortable height of 36 inches, which should be a good compromise for most people. There are no wheels, but they're not necessary since this stand only weighs 30 pounds and is easily carried. But don't let the lightweight fool you. This is a very sturdy stand. With a weight capacity of 500 pounds, you're unlikely to even get close to pushing the stand's limits. The material capacity of the Bora Portamate isn't class-leading by any means, but it's also not the bottom of the pack. With over 9 feet of material support, it's still punching above its weight. However, we weren't thrilled with the extension arms. When you tighten them down all the way, they would twist and no longer be square. This meant we had to spend more time making adjustments than we would have liked, though we did work it out in the end. All in all, we think that this is the best miter saw stand for the money. Next at number 4, we have DEWALT DWX 723 miter saw stand. We had high expectations for this miter saw stand from DEWALT, a company that is known for producing high-quality tools. Unfortunately, this particular item does not live up to the standards we've come to know them for. On paper, everything looks good. It's pretty light at just 35 pounds, although it's got a very respectable weight capacity of 500 pounds. The support arms extend to hold up to 16 feet of material. Even though it's priced more than double what other models with similar features are going for, it's still a good stand based on its capabilities. Where this stand failed though is in the way saws are meant to mount to it. It's difficult to make work with just one person. The release levers are also very awkward to use, and they are cheaply built as well. After a few weeks, one of ours broke, making it much more difficult to mount and remove the saw. If these problems weren't present, the stand would probably rank much higher on this list. The number 5 position is held by HICO Oak 4000 miter saw stand. For the low price of this HICO miter saw stand, we were surprised at its impressive specifications. Of course, it wasn't surprising when it didn't manage. Let's start with the positive traits. It's affordably priced, our first plus. It's also incredibly lightweight at just 23 pounds, though it has a weight capacity of 500 pounds. This is a pretty impressive strength-to-weight ratio. This would definitely earn the HICO a higher position on this list if it weren't for the terrible design of the support arms. The arms are made of square tubes, but they're sliding into round tubes. The plastic broke when tightening the knobs to hold them in place. Even though this is a very low-cost model, it's not even worth the low price if it can't hold up to even very basic usage. The number 6 position is dominated by Makita WS6 Compact Folding Miter Saw Stand. For an amazingly lightweight miter saw stand that doesn't sacrifice on weight capacity or extension length, we recommend considering Makita's WS6. Its lightweight tubular aluminum construction helps it to weigh in at an ultra-portable 33.7 pounds. And with a fully extended size of 100.5 inches, you'll certainly have plenty of workspace, even though it's light enough to carry in one hand via the integrated side handle. The WS6 is also equipped with solid rubber wheels for rolling transportation around the job site. The tubular aluminum construction is designed in such a way that, in spite of being hollow, it can still support an impressive 500 pounds, more than enough for any miter saw you might have. Lastly, the tool-less adjustment makes it easy to install, adjust, and remove your miter saw. Overall, it's an excellent stand that's only held back by its exaggerated price tag. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Toughbuilt 124 Miter Saw Stand. With one of the largest material support capacities of any miter saw stand that we've tested, as well as the most rugged tires we've seen yet, the Toughbuilt Miter Saw Stand certainly lives up to its name. If your working area resembles a battlefield more than a workshop, its heavy-duty steel construction might be just the thing you need. Amazingly, the Toughbuilt weighs in at a tiny 23.4 pounds, making it one of the lightest miter saw stands we've used. It's universally compatible with any miter saw, thanks to the quick-release tool mounts that are twist-lock for ease of use. That being said, the handles aren't mounted too comfortably for transport and can lead to a lot of banged-up knuckles. It's fairly pricey, but a great option for anyone who needs an extra durable miter saw stand. The number 8 position is held by Protocol Equipment Professional Miter Saw Workstation. Designed specifically for professional-grade strength and rugged durability, the Protocol Equipment Professional Miter Saw Workstation has a lot to offer, and that's good because its price tag certainly demands it. Nearly as expensive as fully integrated fold-out models, it stands out thanks to an all-steel construction and built-in GFCI strip that opens up a single extension cord into 3 outlets. Given the 60-pound weight, though, we do wish that this Protocol miter saw stand had better grips and easier portability. It has wheels that make it somewhat easier to roll, but the handle on the opposite end isn't comfortable or positioned well for carrying. If you'd like a stand that can double as a mobile workstation for all your tools, this is a great choice. But unless you plan to use the GFCI outlet, there are better miter saw stands for the money. Next at number 9 we have REDLEG Universal Miter Saw Stand. Featuring a remarkably similar design to other miter saw stands we tested, yet available at just a fraction of the price, we were curious to see whether the REDLEG Universal Miter Saw Stand could hold up to its competition. Basically, is its bare-bones approach well executed or destined to make your life harder? Our verdict definitely falls on the latter side. Its 60-inch extension for material support is tiny in comparison to most other options in our review, and the tool clamps never held tight enough to really keep the saw steady while working. Even though it might be tempting to get this stand based just on the price, we'd recommend that you pass on it and invest your money in a model that will give you better results over time. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Bora Portamate PM8000 Portacube Miter Saw Workstation. With how well Bora's other miter saw stand tested in our reviews, we had high hopes for the PM8000 Portacube. It is, after all, a rather unique option that can transform into a full, level table. It's solidly built and definitely provides a stable workspace for sawing. But with just a 90-inch workspace, we expected more out of this 90-pound monster of a stand. In the end, no matter how many bells and whistles they might be able to add to this stand, it's just too heavy and too expensive to really work well. Add in some difficulties with mounting saws and it's clear that, while this is a great concept, it is poorly executed. That's all for today. We upload outdoor product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.